Hey, it's Ronan Segal from AccordionLove.com, and today I thought we would talk about the Beatles and how we can successfully learn the Beatles. And again, I'm going to define what successfully means. If you saw my live stream last Sunday, I'll put a link in the description. I played Beatles songs. I think I played about 15 songs back to back. I connected them with relative comfort because I know the Beatles, and I'm assuming you do too. Hey Jude, don't make it. I'm assuming you could say bad. A lot of us know the Beatles, and we know their songs almost a second nature. What I hope to communicate in this lesson to you is how we can become familiar with what makes the Beatles the Beatles. There are commonalities, just like there's a musical genre like klezmer or French music or Italian music. We can generalize those types of music because they sound a certain way. We can generalize the Beatles musical language. Obviously, the Beatles were around for a few decades and their styles changed from song to song. But we can identify 3 or 4 stages within the Beatles' musical career and learn their musical language. They keep repeating certain things, just like Jan Tiersen repeats certain motifs. Or when you hear an Astor Piazzolla tango, you say, that's Astor Piazzolla. We can do the same with the Beatles and learn what makes the Beatles. And in this lesson, I want to show you those things. Before you start playing a Beatles songs, watch this video so you can become familiar with the language of the Beatles. So today I thought I have a list of 6 or 7 songs that I want to cover. I've transposed all of the Beatles songs to the same key, the key of C major, so it's easier for us to play. The chord changes are correct, so that if you ever did want to transpose or someone is playing them in the correct key as they were recorded, you could just shift it over up to E major, which is a lot of the songs that they recorded. Good, so let me show you a few of the Beatles' chord movements, because that will dictate what these songs, that will help you digest these songs better. So here's what I mean. Let me play through these 6 or 7 songs, and they're all going to contain these chords. The 1, which is our C major. The songs are going to go to the 4, 5, or 6. So from the C major, we're going to see a lot of movement to the F, a lot of movement to the G, and a lot of movement to the A minor. And why is that important? It means that if you're in the middle of playing the Beatles and you're not sure which chord to go to, it's likely going to be one of those 3 chords. So let's play through it. Octopus's Garden. I'll start playing and you'll see what the chords are. So C major. Ba 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 da. A minor. Ba 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 da. To F major. To the G. Right? The chorus. A minor, come and see. F major, Octopus's Garden with me. G major. Good. Maxwell's Silver Hammer. Ba 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 da da. C major to A major to D minor. G major to the C, E, G. C major, A major, D minor. G major, C to the G. When I'm 64, C major to G. G major, G major to C major. Right? Ba ba da ba 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 da ba. Would you lock the door? F major, C, A major, D to G to C. Obla di obla da, C major to the G major to the C. C major to the F major, to the C, to the G, to the C. To A minor, to D minor. D major, G major to the C. I'll pause there. So what did we see there? A lot of those songs, let's call them polka beat. I'm using the alternate bass technique, whether it's obla-dee, obla-da, life goes on, or I'd like to be. It's all the same pattern. And we saw a lot of common chord changes. We saw a C major to A minor. We saw C major to G major. We saw C major to F major. We saw a bit of C major to A minor to D minor. So the D minor is involved there too. But again, we're just playing with these 4 chords and sometimes the F. And what does that mean for you? Before you approach a Beatles song, make sure you're familiar with those chord changes. Make sure you could look at my blog post on how to learn a song. Listen to the Beatles. I think you might already do that. And then practice those chord changes so you could sing along to the song or hum along to the song. Obla-dee, obla-da, life goes on. La 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 la, life goes on. Right, that's C major, A minor, D, G, C. Ba 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 da 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 da. Right, that's F major to C major. I want you to be so well versed in this bass movement that it doesn't make you stumble. When you read the sheet music and you'll see, oh, C major to A minor, easy, C major to A minor in that polka beat. Really, really useful way of starting to know the Beatles songs. And again, other songs will have the same chord changes. I'm looking at I Wanna Hold Your Hand. If you say that's say that's something, da 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 da. Right, the chord, the rhythm changes a bit, but the chords are the same. C major to G major, A minor, hold your hand, F, G, C, A minor. Again, F, G, C, A minor. 4, 5, 6, 1. But the rhythm changes a bit. We see the same thing with waltzes, with Norwegian Wood. We're going to have the same thing with la. What key are we going to play it in? C major. I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. Same chords, just different rhythms. So that's how we start to become familiar with the musical language of the Beatles. What does it mean for your practice? I'll go back to my point. Make sure you can change between those chords. You don't need sheet music yet. I'll provide you with the sheet music and a walkthrough of how to play the songs. But this is such a huge foundation. Make sure you're comfortable with big chord changes. And then level 2 would be starting to include the right hand with those same chords. It's the May challenge. How do we switch from a C major to an A minor, to an F, to a G? Because those are the songs, right? Obla-dee, obla-da. C major to G major, G major, G major to the C, C to C7 to the F, pa to the C, to the G, to the C. Obla-dee, obla-da. Right, there's literally my C major. Obla-dee, obla-da, life goes on, love. And they complete the C major chord. They give us the notes through the chords, right? And then what does it go to? There it is, G major. La, 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 life goes back to C major on. So become familiar with those chord movements because that's 80% of knowing the song, being able to switch between the chords. Whether you're playing around a campfire and singing, great. You know it. You know those chords. All you need is my little lead sheets, or you can Google them and switch between those chords. Or if you're playing the actual melody, this will really, really help you in your journey. The sheet music's coming out in a few weeks, I'm just going through the lessons and transcriptions, making sure they're correct. Let me know if you have any questions. Sign up for a free 3-day trial to Accordion Love to learn more about how to learn.